So I'm just doing a short one. We're waiting for something to be delivered so we can get on with our routine. It's getting close to the usual time, kind of, sort of. But it's usually close to the top of the hour and it's taking longer than that. So um, I don't have a lot of charge on this. I should have had it plugged in. It's about 20 minutes. I'll finish it then. Gee, should have had it plugged in before rolling here. I didn't know it was going to though. But after this, yes, I'll be distracted with some things. So um, now it's time to celebrate. And I just wanted to um, do a little video. Um, it's very interesting, kind of the spot of which I'm doing it right now, and also because I had the photo of a loved one from her funeral card just a little bit behind me not that long ago, and I will always associate that corner, especially when I'm thinking about loved ones, as like connecting that um, thought and sign. It is true though. We did repair that. It's true. So maybe I'll switch seating to one with a back because it's more comfy. I was gonna do this after the other three plans that I have, but like I say, I'm watching for something being delivered, so I had time now. So, what do I want to say? Basically, thoughts about funerals is that, uh, well, and some of these I've had before, some of them I haven't, and some of them I haven't really worded in this way before. But here I am doing it now. Basically, and I'll stop moving in a moment. I was just going to get my socks because my feet are a bit chilly. Being a bit closer to the door there. Ooh. Basically, I don't think it really. Don't take this the wrong way. Let me finish what I'm saying. With this statement, I don't think it matters really who somebody is. They all have some aspect, fun aspects, some celebratory aspects to their who they are. Um, you know, basically, um, basically, you know, or that you have shared in memories that you can tell, whether at a podium or otherwise, and the fun that, and the laugh that can come from that, the positive feelings that can come from that amongst the difficult ones. So basically, yeah, that's what I would say is that, and we all grow up celebrating things. We may do less of it as we get older. We may do less of it. Um, Birthdays, Christmas may become kind of something that we don't really celebrate as much, but we have in our lives, and we have with the people in our lives, and especially the family. I mean, not all families, and that I understand that, I really do, but families, the longest, like your own family. Um, Other people, sometimes you know them quite long, and then sometimes some you don't know very long at all, but they all serve purpose and reason in your life. And yeah, so I think in the word there is and not too much into it, but there is the word fun. Um, I've always liked when it's called a life celebration because you are kind of celebrating their life. I hate to be thinking about this, but you know, um, thinking that, thinking about these kinds of things. But, and for all the people I've lost, I haven't been to that many, because some of them were in another place that I couldn't easily get to, or I didn't know in time because I just didn't get that knowledge. I can't get it all, um, easily, but then also, we got Tubi here. Welcome. I'll make sure that the chat's on. It can't go super long, so I'm going to have to plug in, but I do have some distractions coming up soon, but for a little bit longer. I've kind of said the ones that I feel might more likely be agreed with, but there's another one that I hope it will be. Um, I saw it actually not about a funeral, and I have my feeling is acceptance. It's come as they are, you know. To That my weddings are fun, but come to church. But as far as but I saw something that kind of made me think of this, and that's why I kind of am mentioning it. And I haven't looked at some of the comments yet. I mean, I think I'm probably still going to feel what I feel, and that God doesn't judge, how somebody wants to, present and come to church, or believe but not at church, or believe what makes most sense, because we all do that. Sometimes we expand our beliefs and our knowledge, but we believe what makes sense. We don't believe what doesn't, even in the holy book. But as far as funerals, because somebody said into this video, they said that you should dress modest. Everybody's got well, there's general definitions, but there's also varying definitions. But that they should dress more. Everybody is everybody in some ways, regardless of what you're wearing. But as far as at a funeral, I don't think there should be a dress code. I mean, I have often thought, it's good to look nice, but that can mean a lot of things. It can mean a lot of things. I mean, or it can mean more than one thing at least for either gender. And I just think that, I think most likely one, the one who, I mean, it's also a lot for the living, for the healing, for the connection, and the time, that. But it's kind of like, and it's interesting to think that and I think this proves all these points too, that so many people go to funerals, even people that don't necessarily believe in afterlife. And it's a respecting and remembering kind of thing. I get that, but whether one believes in it or not, um, the person who passed away would want the people at their funeral life celebration to be comfortable, to feel good about themselves, and how they present. So I think there's some reasons why some people may feel less comfortable about the way that some people present themselves, but it's not necessarily on the other person that they're judging. It's sometimes more on the person that's judging. So I just wanted to say that. I also very thankful when people don't judge us, because honestly, I'd be on and off with the sweater if I was wearing one. I mean, I don't never wear them, but I rarely do. And I get a cold neck and I get cold shoulders, and it might be part of the anemia. So, it's technically, I think, a scarf, but it's a nice big thing. So I kind of use it like a blanket a little bit. But yeah, nobody really ever asks, or there might be some of the people that don't stick around. They like you wearing something weird. Never mind. But your judgmental, never mind, kind of thing. Now we're a 2-hour window, and it looks like they're going to be closer to the latter hour, unfortunately. But yeah, so wasn't a huge topic that I had here. Wasn't a huge topic. But I was bored. I wanted to do something while I was waiting. I didn't want to be hanging out on my device in there and not really watching at the door, so I took the mobile one here. We got 2 and then 4. Welcome. And then also, I'm going to try and plug it in I'm going to try and plug it in a moment, and hopefully it'll keep the connection here. But, okay, now you all left. Like, well, if you have to plug it in and you're trying to plug it in, maybe your device doesn't charge very well, so we should go. I mean, maybe that's what they thought. But whatever is here, so. But yeah, I mean, part of me would love to do a song. If you have a song you'd like me to do, whether you just sing a little bit of it or whatever, I am standing next to the keyboard, but I am thinking that I don't want to just be, I mean, I can watch outside, but I don't really, I don't want to be bored waiting for what we're waiting for to arrive. So, I, yeah, otherwise I kind of have a couple other things I'd like to do also after putting this stuff away for the most part, and then also a couple chores later on. But yeah, if it's a song you'd like to hear, and the other thing is too, this I'll say this. I should have said it when there was 4 of you here, but and now it doesn't look like there's any of you here, but I'm keeping this short, so people will probably maybe look at this one because it's shorter. Not that it should do them others, because there's a lot of good stuff in the longer ones too. Part of it being because they were longer. You watch what you can, a little at a time, or just some. But anyway, basically, as far as song requests, if you ever don't think of any when I'm asking, but then think of some afterwards, come and put them in the comments. I'd really want to be playing for the most part, and it was so thankful for Wednesday. It helped with this feeling, but playing more music and learning songs I don't already play, maybe even ones I don't already know. So again, not metal, not jazz blues, but maybe I could fusion it with those styles with the keyboard. I play various instruments, but rock, pop, country, folk, little bit of rap, maybe a rap fusion. But yeah, and I think I'm going to just get this on someone else on a nice day, not to Mary. But yeah, so basically, feel free, even if you don't think of them in the moment, to come back and say in the comments, a song I think I'd like to see you do. And then just hit the notification bell, watch for me live. And even if I've done it before and you miss it, I can do it again. So, okay, take care.